Alright, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. This is going to be part 14, and in this part we're going to go through the entirety of the painted world of Ariamis. As soon as you start here, you might have seen me equip my throwing knives last episode, and that's what we're going to use them here for. We're going to try and cut down this body and pick up this humanity. You can cut it down by going around and sort of going up to the wire from a different angle and just cutting it down with the melee attack, but I didn't feel like going around, so I just used my throwing knives to cut it down. There are some doors that you can come up to as soon as you, like just after the bonfire, but they're locked and they only open from the other side, so we have to take this sort of roundabout path. These guys with torches and big egg sacs, or not really egg sacs, poison sacs on their bodies. You want to kind of stay as far away from them as possible. They're super annoying. Their attacks, their ranged attacks are super fast. Like it's kind of annoying because you want to try and use your lightning spears on them, but if you get far away from them, then they just start using the fire attacks and end up staggering you before you can actually get your lightning spear off. So that's kind of annoying. The reason you want to stay away from them, though, is because if you kill them with a melee attack, or at least from up close in any capacity, then the toxic mist that they kind of excrete after they die, you can see that kind of happens right here with this one. If you're standing in that, then it'll build up your toxic meter and then kind of slowly kill you, sort of like a poison. We've already kind of gone over toxic damage before, but in case you forgot, works exactly like poison damage, just much more severe. Your best bet is trying to like stand in a spot similar to this right here and get a lightning spear off before they can actually hit you. Or like try and time it so that you can get one off in between their fire blasts. Thought I had my shield out there, and I didn't. So that guy got hit off on me, but yeah, anyways, we are not going to pick up every single item in this area. I'm just going to pick up some of them, some of the soul items. I didn't jump the right way there, but that's fine. You can just redo it. I don't really like the painted world all that much. It's super annoying. A lot of the enemies are just really just annoying. So I try not to spend too much time here. Try to do it as quickly as possible. Oh, you probably, if you don't have a Black Knight shield by this point, honestly, I feel bad for you, because we're going to need that later, or something similar. The Dragon Crest Shield or the Crest Shield will work fine, but Black Knight Shield's a little bit better. That bridge that we just ran past, there's a few items on it that we need to pick up, but I'm going to wait to do that till later. I do want to hit the shortcut here first, so head towards this fog wall and go through it. And there's going to be a few enemies here. These sort of hollow, sluggish guys with a sort of phalanx formation. Shields and spears, you know, they can throw the spears and stuff, so don't think you're safe just because you're far away and they're slow. We're going to go into that well that we just ran past a bit later. That's the area that's going to be most annoying. So before we do any of that, though, we're going to come to these doors that were locked from the opposite side before. And now we can have a shortcut to the bonfire, so we don't have to run all the way around every single time. Just going to throw some points into Faith here. And these guys will follow you in every single time, so I just like to take them out each time I have to go through this door here. And we're going to go to the right here, and there's going to be a few enemies down here, most of them with torches. You don't want to get surrounded by these guys. There's going to be a spot here where it kind of baits you. It's this item here. There's actually a few enemies that will charge you, as you can see, if you just go right for the item, and they can knock you off. So just be careful. Take them out before you go pick up the item. And then you can go pick these two up. I don't think there's any enemies left in this area, so feel free to come grab these. And then we're gonna, as fast as we can, we're gonna run all the way back up here. And this is the part you need to be human for. This King Jeremiah will come invade you. So pretty easy fight. All the invasions in this game are super easy. The only attack you really have to watch out for are his fire. He has a lot of pyromancies. One of which is, I believe, Chaos Storm or something like that. I think, or not Firestorm. It's Great Chaos something. I don't know. It's basically an AOE fire attack that leaves lava lying around everywhere. So if you see him kind of going into a prayer stance, it's actually a pyromancy and it's an AOE. So get out of the way or go for a backstab and try and stagger him out of it. But other than that, don't gotta worry about too much. Gave us like 40,000 souls there, so that's cool. And then once you kill him, you can come around this corner and pick up your 8th pyromancy. That is Acid Surge. That's the only place to get that, so make sure you grab it. Once you've done that, I'm just gonna go replenish my Estus here, spend these souls, because he did give us a lot, so don't want to lose those. And the next thing we're going to do is probably going to get us killed at least once or twice, so just be careful. Spend your souls, you know, stuff like that. Again, kill these guys because they'll follow you in through the door here, and that's kind of annoying. Next we're going to go into that well that we passed up earlier, and this is where you're going to have an easier time if you have the Black Knight shield, honestly. Because down here, there's these bone wheel skeletons. And they will just constantly attack you. So I'm going to try and bait this one over into here. And then try and block all of his attacks. Your stability from your Black Knight shield should get you through it. I did take a few hits, but no big deal. So just be careful with that. There's a bunch of these guys here, and I kind of get turned around here. It's super easy to get turned around here. You want to be careful with some of the walls here are actually illusory walls. So like this one up ahead, this one to the side of me, and this one right here. So just be careful with that. Don't go through any illusory walls unless I specifically go through them, because there might be more bone wheel skeletons hiding behind them, and taking on more than one of these guys at the same time is just asking to die. So here you want to take this guy out and pick up Fire Surge. That's going to be our 9th pyromancy. So grab that. Only place to get that one. And then I'm going to attempt to find my way around to the key that we need to pick up. I believe it's through here. Can't quite remember. Each time you come up to one of these intersections, you want to try and use your camera to see around to see if you can spot any bone wheel skeletons. In case you have two coming from 2 different angles. But take him out, and then here is the item we need. It is the Annex key, and we're going to need that here in a second. So at this point, we've got everything we need in this area. We don't need to come back down here. There's actually technically a crank that you're supposed to pull to open a door, but we can actually skip that. We can skip past the door. We don't have to open it whatsoever. So at this point, we have everything. You can try and find your way out, climb the ladder, or you can use a homeward bone. When you climb back up the ladder here, all of these phalanx guys will kind of crowd around the entrance of the well there. So if you don't want to deal with that, just use a homeward bone. And then we're going to immediately come open this door with the Annex key we just picked up. And up here is going to be a few things we need to grab. You can see in the distance there's one of those guys with the egg sacs that shoots fire at you. Just let him come down. It's no big deal. Just break this wall door thing and pick up Velka's Rapier here. That's going to be our 8th rare weapon. And then since this guy's running at us, just take care of him. Don't go into the toxic. And then where he came from, there's actually a few items you can pick up down there, including a occult ember, or a black ember. And that's just going to help you craft occult weapons, which, you know, if you wanted, you could definitely do. But we don't need that. We can pick up a weapon later on that will already be imbued with occult, so we don't need the ember to do that. Other than that, I think there might be a soul item down there. I can't quite remember. But there are more enemies down there, and we don't really want to take them on. We already have to come deal with these guys up here. You don't normally want to attack those guys in melee range right there, like I said. But he was close to the edge, so I figured I'd try and knock him over the edge, and it worked, so that's good. These bird things will try and do jump attacks at you, so if you stay on the stairs here, you can get them to kind of jump off of the ledge there. And then you want to run and pick up that item. That's a miracle, Vow of Silence. And then as soon as you pick that up or get in that general area, 3, 4 more of those bird things will drop down. So you want to get out of there, pick it up, run. You know, don't bother trying to fight them. But remember where that is, because we're actually going to come back there later. Much later. If you want, you can actually farm souls off of the phalanx guys, but you should probably have a specific miracle, pyromancy, or something of that sort, area of effect spell to help you out and do it a little bit faster. So we're not going to do that now, but when we get one of those spells later on in the game, I will remind you of this area where you can kind of farm souls off of these guys. Other than that, I went back to the bonfire and rested to get my lightning spears back, get my Estus back, spent some souls, I think I spent some souls, I don't remember. And then we're going to come up here, and this is the bridge we ran past earlier, and at the end is another undead dragon, similar to the one we ran past in the Valley of the Drakes. And we're going to need to pick up this Bloodshield here, and that's going to be our 9th rare weapon for the Rare Weapons Achievement. We are going to need to kill this undead dragon here, so start chucking lightning spears at him. He is going to spew some like toxic sludge towards you, so I recommend just kind of getting out of the way of that. Kind of stand up in the middle and then wait for him to attack, go down to the left, wait for him to attack there, go up to the middle, go down to the right, you know, just evade the attacks, follow what I'm doing. Super simple fight. If you do end up running out of lightning spears though before you kill him, you can attack his claws sort of at the side where he's gripped onto. Just make sure he doesn't claw attack you or anything, and you should be fine. He drops a dragon scale. Not that we need dragon scales, but if you want a dragon scale, there you go. And up here, this is going to be his legs that block the path ahead. But there's actually a glitch where if you do a two-handed jump attack, they'll stand up and you can go past them. And this is the skip I was talking about earlier, where we had to open a door here to actually come down this bridge, but we don't actually have to open it. We can actually just fall off the edge of the bridge and end up coming down to this fog wall. And this is actually going to be a boss fight here. It's not going to start as soon as you enter the area, so you're fine. You can actually completely skip this boss if you want, but if you want all the achievements, you're going to have to line up yourself here and try and cut off her tail, because her tail counts as another rare weapon. So you're going to try for that. As soon as you attack her, she's going to go invisible, and it's going to be hard to see her. Well, impossible to see her, pretty much. The only way to tell where she is if you look in the snow, you can see her footsteps, her footprints and stuff. So you can see where she's running around. When she's invisible, you want to attack her. It doesn't really matter where you attack her. Just start wailing on her until she staggers, and the second she staggers, she's going to become visible again, at which point you can attempt to cut off her tail. So here I'm going to try and cut off her tail. I think I do get it here. And you'll know when you're hitting her tail because the blood will actually spew from the spot where her tail actually cuts. Like there. And once you've cut it off, you'll get your 10th rare weapon, Priscilla's Dagger. And now you can just take her out, kill her for some souls and her soul, which we will need later, of course. If you do end up getting her too low before you cut her tail off, then you can just kill yourself, jump off the edge, or let her kill you, and then come back and retry. And yeah, then try again, try and cut her tail off. Here where I'm stopped, you can actually, if you want to quit out of the game and come back in, just hit some sort of loading screen. There's going to be an armor set there waiting for you. It wasn't for me because I didn't hit a loading screen, so didn't bother with that. And then as soon as you exit the painted world, you can use a homeward bone, and you'll end up back here up at the top of the Anne Orlando bonfire. So we're just going to spend our souls here, and that's going to be at the end of this episode. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure you tune into the next one. See ya.